No stalling here.
Copy that in.
By the way, if I ever do take a picture of you, I'll delete it, I promise. I'm deleting your photo now, Aaron. Setup's great. I mean, all that's good. Intent was really, really good. So my suggestions for you are a little different because a lot of that stuff is really, really solid. You move very comfortably. You'll probably see that you tend to set the embouchure and you breathe. Yeah, I mean, well, you will see that. And it's normal. I mean, but it's something you're going to have to practice not doing because you will immediately do what you're used to doing when you play. Because it's, I mean, for years, I mean, most, it's easy for me to breathe with a trumpet aperture set to my face. I mean, it's just what I did for a long time. Now, it's taking me a long time to get out of doing that. I don't think like that anymore, but it's just normal for us. So you have to watch yourself while you're practicing the neck and try to relax that embouchure a little bit. And it's not that it's a bad thing. I mean, since you're breathing, it's just not appropriate for everything. And so you don't want it to become a default. You want it to be one you feel long term. Okay? There was a moment where you took this breath and it was like, and then you stopped right here. And I was like, no, go lower. Because it was like you were setting it up, and then it's like you hit this platform and you didn't want to break it. So I would say commit to going, you've set it up to just go to the floor. I mean, what if they don't know where the ictus is? Well, would you guys play just a downbeat of measure, just play the fermata at bar 4. Fermata at bar 4. So here's the difference. Ready? Beginning. Verses. So there's a freedom when you don't stop it. It's like all of a sudden you could hear they breathed, they took that big breath, and it was like, oh. It's like you just held them back a little bit. But if we hold them back, I mean, there's really not a defined ictus, except for the fact that they're timing the speed of my gesture. That's how they're going to play. So we give that, and then we can, we get that sound where we want it, and we can stay down here, we can bring it back up, whatever. I mean, we just have this whole area to work with. And I'm not going to tell you, I don't want to tell you exactly where to go with that, because, I mean, your ears have to determine, are you getting what you want? I mean, if I don't get a dark enough sound, a full enough sound, I'm going to keep going until I'm in the basement here. I mean, but, sometimes then it's too much, okay, well, that was too much, and then we make the adjustments a little time. All right, so you're going to do the same thing. Here's bar 4 fermata. Well, that was completely different already. Could you go even lower with it? Just for funsies. allow it to come up, and then allow it to come down. Okay. This is really, really close. You're still tempted to try to find a beat in here somewhere. Like, and just be less clear with that and see if that changes the sound. Yeah, this is the interesting thing is sometimes my teacher used to tell me, and it just blew my mind for a long time. I didn't get it. He said, if you want them to play more clear, you need to be less clear. And why do you think he would tell me that?
Because says listen.
Yes, exactly right. And it's not that we're trying to like confuse you, but sometimes when we spend too much time trying to be precise with the ictus, everybody focuses on what they see and tries to play exactly what sometimes, but if we relax that and some things become a little more assumed, all of a sudden our ears take over. And things magically become better because our ears are what we use for music. We don't see music, we hear music, right? Well, we could argue different points. We do have marching band, which we can, we're trying to see music nowadays, but at the end of the day, the music part we can only hear. So it's really, really important that we encourage them to use their ears. This is very good, Sarah. It's very good. Yeah, I like what you're doing. All right, keep it up.